most ridiculous thing that has ever happened. The niggers are just as free as we are. They have the same opportunity to work and to build their part of the town up just the same as we have. I just don't understand it and don't approve of it. I'm going to stand up for my rights.
Yes, so my name is James Chandler. I am an activist in Detroit, Michigan, CEO of FBI Angels, Federal Bureau of Investigation Angels. And I would like to say that this woman is very contradictory. She's contradicting herself. Uh, First, she says that we have just the same as just the same amount of equal rights as they have, and I will have to even say it like this: yes, we should have the rights exactly like you have. It should be all the same, equal rights. That's what it's called. For if I can remember and attest to, and I have something written down here that I want to share in regards to what she just stated. This document says, "We hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal, that they are endowed by their Creator with certain unalienable rights, that among these are life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness, that to secure these rights, governments are instituted among men, deriving their just powers from the consent of the governed, that whenever any form of government becomes destructive of these ends, it is the right of the people to alter or to abolish it, and to institute new government, laying its foundation on such principles and organizing its powers in such form as to them shall seem most likely to affect their safety and happiness." I also would like to mention, as I always do in my portfolio profiles or my programming on TikTok, Abraham Lincoln, his quote, it says, "We the people are the rightful masters of both Congress and the courts, not to overthrow the Constitution, but to overthrow the men who pervert the Constitution." That means everyone has a right to all the amendments, to the Bill of Rights, to equal rights. The 14th Amendment gives us full of statutes that allows us to live in peace. And if I may read from that states, the 14th Amendment, "Nor shall any state deprive any person of life, liberty, or property without due process of law, not deny to any person within its jurisdiction the equal protection of the laws." So we can't do this for one people or race and not expect it to happen to the other. That is discrimination. And these people, like her, need to get over it. I know they are mad, they're upset, they can't have it their way, but this is not Burger King. Okay? You can't have it your way. This is about human rights. It's about justice. So these people, whoever they are, in these sheets, and now they're on the police force and in the government and politics, hiding and behind orders and laws, but they can't stand up to people face to face, right? Unless they have a backing behind them or army, right? So to them, I say, get over it, shut up, and accept the fact that rights belongs to everybody, equal rights.
Jim Knight with WALB Television News. We're soliciting the views of Albany people on the Civil Rights Bill. Would you like to give us your views?
Well, I think if they remain peaceful, it would be a lot better than perhaps the violence that was concerned.
Can we talk about peace? Shall we? Do we really want to go there and talk about peace? Martin Luther King Jr. was a peaceful, non-violent civil rights activist, but yet he was gunned down. Medgar Evers, non-violent, peaceful, also gunned down. Fred Hampton of the Black Panthers, peaceful. All the things he did to build up the community, feeding people. They killed him in his bedroom while he was asleep. And this woman says that if we will be peaceful, let's talk about when whites have ever been peaceful in history. The Pilgrims killed the Indians. Indians who were trying to help them learn the land. The Ku Klux Klan wear these sheets, burning crosses and blowing up churches with the 4 little girls. 4 little black Negro girls. Let's talk about it. Peaceful, right? Police brutality. What happened with Rodney King? Peaceful? Rosewood. We can go on. Black Wall Street. Peaceful? If we could be peaceful, well, you better hope we're peaceful. We can't even buy land where we feel safe, where we feel comfortable. Keeping up with our 14th Amendment right to live and go as we please and live in neighborhoods as we please. But their community, we have videos of it, running Negro folks out of their community because they don't want them staying across the street or next door to them. They don't want them in our communities. And that's peaceful?
Well, of course, being a Southerner, I'm not for it at all.
I see.
And I just don't know how it's going to turn out. I hope we don't have any trouble.
So here's what we have. People that are fearful of other races. It's almost like what we have today. Most white Christian believers or Catholic, the majority of the racist ones would have a strong disregard for Muslims, just as much as for regular Negro folks. You know, fear. They imagine that their life will be just totally upside down. But when you look around, has it been? Other than them not wanting Negroes in their neighborhoods, and, you know, again, there's this sense of inconsistency and hypocrisy, contradiction. They want something that they don't, or they're not willing to give. And that's selfish. They fear that the same rights that they have given to us in our Constitution, they feel we don't deserve. They feel that we are less than human. Although we bleed the same red blood and we have a language, we learn partially the same. We have brains, we have hearts, we have hands, 10 fingers on each, 5 fingers on each hand. You know, the makeup of a human being. They look past that to see color and disregard the fairness and the humanity that exists within each person, the soul, right, of the person. We have been given rights deemed from our Creator.
What I'd have to say wouldn't be fit to go on air.
Thank you very much.
We're supposed to be a religious nation, but they're not acting as religious, showing hate. They disregard their religious books when it comes to hate, when it comes to racism, when it comes to having their way. And I can care less what they say. You know, and this guy over here looks like he has something to say. You might want to give him the mic because he looks very arrogant and irritated, agitated. For what? For what? Because the spotlight won't be on them? Oh, I can guarantee you that the spotlight will still remain on them. You know, we've been given rights, but we still have to catch up. A lot of these people are afraid that we will do better than them once we catch up. That's the issue.
We're soliciting opinions on the Civil Rights Bill. Would you like to give us yours?
I'm sorry, but I don't think it's the time right now. I think they have equal rights, though.
Thank you very much.
We have to remember Dr. Martin Luther King's I Have a Dream speech. And a part of that speech, he said, if not us, then who? If not now, then when? It's very funny how people can feel comfortable with others being attacked, brutalized. And they feel no remorse until it happens to them. Oh yeah, that's when the laws start to change, when it happens to them. That's when they start to call and get all the type of help that usually others don't necessarily receive as quick responders and quick responses, right? Alerts, alerting the nation, alerting the world, penalizing people, fining people, giving people the death penalty because they're going through. But when it's you, it's a minor situation. Something to look past, something to look over. A smack in the face stating that we will get over it. Well, at this point, in this day and time, you have to deal with Negroes staying next to you, Negroes being in politics, Negroes being president and vice president, Negroes running the offices as bosses and businessmen and running the banks, having their own trusts, making more money than other nations being on top for the first time in history. You have to deal with that and take your L's as much as we have in the past. Get over it. A new day is dawning. We must accept that all people should have a chance at a life of peace and tranquility, a life worthy of its rewards.
It's 6 o'clock.
Who are these people to take that away from anybody?
I like it. I think they're just trying to put something on us that we don't want.
I see.
We ought to have a national election on it rather than just letting 9 men tell us what we got to do.
And how about you?
I feel the same.
Fine, thank you very much.